Like every church in this world, all churches face their problems, and I'm sure it's not the Catholic Church only. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, early on, Matt and Carl, I said fire burn them fellas. Personally, I'm gonna burn fire on that priest because I know, no serious.
You mean not literal fire?
Yeah, with words. Because
right.
the scandal is 2 houses away from me. I know what's going on. And
all right, no, but we want to stay away from the scandal because that is what he's looking for. He's actually looking for something to pounce on. So I'm trying to protect you, okay? So be very careful what you say. 840.
Good morning, Matt, and good morning to your listeners.
Yes.
Matt, yesterday I listened to you and Kalai when you were talking, and you said nothing. You all said nothing about Eustace Thomas. So what's his problem? Why he send lawyer paper for you all? I listened attentively. Nothing was said about him. All Kalai was asking is him to come out and say something.
If he knows something, come out and talk. Yes.
Yeah, that's all he was saying. So what is his problem? What is his problem? Matt, let me tell you something. You see life? Matt, when you dig in a pit for your brother, man, dig one for yourself because you will fall in it. Look at what they did to Father Lafley, to Lafley. Look at what they did to him. And all of them was against him, and they come out. Right now, they have something cooking in the church, and all of them quiet. All you all was asking him is to say what he knows. That's all. And good morning and bye-bye.
Good morning and bye-bye. Hello. Mola. Top Deva. Hello.
Morning, Matt.
Yes.
But I want to ask a question again, Matt. What about the Catholic Church? For how many years they're trying to build a roof? I want to just 5-star hotel building. Tell the bishop, build the roof very quick.
All right. Hello, talk to me.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
That is how my church come. That's all I have to see.
That's how your church come. Hello.
Matt, good morning.
To you.
Matt, I'd really like to know if that is the same priest who stood with Charles Sovereign against the libelous and seditious act. It seems like he wants to impose it on us.
You're asking a question and you're answering the question. Hello, talk to me.
Good morning, Matt.
Yes.
Matt, based on the replay I heard, you all were merely asking questions. However, Matt, I'm a Catholic. Matt, I profess my faith openly. I have nothing to hide. But what I do know is that priest, Mr. Father Thomas, I believe he's interested in either politics or religion, or both. It could be both. But lately, since I'm going to church or attending funerals, it appears to me that he's interested in politics. But if you want to know the true self of what they believe in, Matt, find that song, Catholic, by just play by Conter. That will give us a sense of how empowered we feel we are when we might be doing wrong or right. Just play.
All right. I'm going to play this conversation for the last time. And then we move to our good friend from the Nature Island Paper Products, Several McKenzie. There's some new information that you need, huh?
And you must be hearing certain things happening in the Catholic Church of late in the St. Joseph area. We are asking a few questions. Where is the parish priest, Matt? Where is the parish priest?
Well, a lot of people may still want to know who the parish priest is. We know you're pretty, Okwa with the runs the church. But can you tell us who the parish priest of St. Joseph is? Is this the new?
No, it's mostly Father Van Theogis. Father Van Theogis is the parish priest of St. Joseph. And we're asking, where is he? What is going on in that community of St. Joseph?
I'll repeat the question. Where is Father Van Theogis?
Yes, where is he? Is he on administrative leave? Was he sent on administrative leave? What is going on? Inquiry minds want to know. We also want to know, Matt, where is Father Calvin Auguste, recently ordained a priest? Is he still a priest? What is going on? He recently was ordained, and he's from St. Joseph. What is going on? Is he still a priest? He was the parish priest in St. Lucia, a parish priest in St. Lucia. He was in St. Lucia. Where is he? Is he in New York? Is he in St. Lucia or is he in Dominica and St. Joseph? Where is he? Has he sent a letter to the bishop, his lordship, the bishop, Matt? What is going on? We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. My Lord Bishop, can you please clear the air? Let us know what is going on. Can you say something to us? Can you tell us something? You normally one who speaks out, albeit when you decide. Can you tell us what is going on, Father Eustace Thomas? Can you tell us what is going on? Can somebody please help us? I want to know. I'm a Catholic. I'm asking those questions on behalf of the many Catholics.
Are you asking the question as a result of inquiring minds asking?
Matt, I am asking the question because people want to know. Inquiry minds want to know. One time we were hearing so many things of our dearly beloved Monsignor Reginald Lafleur that I hold close, very close to my heart, the priest. Whatever transpired is history today. So, we now need to know what is going on in St. Joseph. One parish priest and one recently ordained priest in the community of St. Joseph. We want to know. Matt, you need to ask those questions. You want to call it Bishop?
I'll find out, Carlisle. I'm going to try.
You need to try, Matt. Try to find out what is going on. Where is he? Maybe Father Shapley. Father Shapley, good afternoon. You may want to help us. Can you assist us? Are you authorized to speak, Father Shapley? Is my dearly beloved Father Branca John? Can he help us out? Can somebody please help us, please, Matt?
Okay, we'll find out sometime later. I imagine Talk on the Block, there's a lot to discuss. But we're here with Severin McKenzie. And you know, anytime Mackenzie's in the house, he's talking about the Nature Island paper products or something local. Good morning to you, Severin McKenzie.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
What's going on? I see you sitting and listening with great interest.
Yeah.
Too much for you?
No, not too much. I'm just listening, and one scandal after another, one issue after another, and but at the same time, I think we still have to look forward towards the future. And as the years pass, we have to see how we can secure our own future, because nous avons ni plivier. So this is why I'm here today, Matt. Let me say good morning to all your listeners on Q95. And today, in fact, I'm here to talk about Nature Island paper products because we are going through some changes, and I need to clarify some things to let people know the opportunities that we actually putting forward for them so that they could take advantage of it. And I hope we will have a short time that maybe we could take maybe a question or two, but I guess I'll be back.
You will be back.
You
will be back shortly,
so
yes.
We could actually
continue the
discussion, and people who have questions could actually call in. Maybe the next session will be one where we'll just open it up so that people could ask me whatever questions they like.
So what is new that you have to report, Seth?
Yeah, you must have heard that from the beginning of this year, we decided to place the toilet paper factory, which is Nature Island Paper Products Incorporated, on the open market for sale. And since then, that was since February. But since then, we have actually done some work. We have gotten some responses, and then we have taken the appropriate action. At one time, we had actually decided to just put the facility on sale. Then we got a lot of calls from Dominicans that they would like to see the toilet paper factory remaining local. And we had also some interest from some foreign investors who were interested in just coming in and just set up shop. But after operating the facility for 6 years and all the time that we spent in the preparation leading up to the opening of the facility, I listened to quite a number of persons who were calling me, and then we decided that we are going to give Dominicans an opportunity to own the toilet paper facility. So what we have actually done, Matt, is to incorporate a new company, which is Nature Island People's Paper Company, It is a completely new company, of which I am not the director. It is actually headed by McDonald Thomas. And what they're actually doing is, by the 31st of August, they will be taking over the operations of the new company, of the old company, with a broad-based ownership, where many people have the opportunity to come in and purchase shares. So the minimum investment we're looking for is $1,000, which would be about 200 shares or $5 a share. And with that, we are hoping that we can have a company that is truly Dominican. Also, Matt, over the last few weeks, since we had the press conference to announce the decision, we have got quite a number of interest from Dominicans in the diaspora, which I consider to be very good. And also, I must say, we have received quite a bit of interest of the Haitian community in Dominica. So, Dominicans, look out.
Interested.
Look out that the Haitians are actually showing interest in purchasing shares, and it is going to be left to Dominicans, because as I've always said, is you can bring the cow to the water, but you cannot make it drink. And basically, the model that we are presenting is very simple. That the new company, which is headed by McDonald Thomas. McDonald Thomas is right now a private consultant. He just retired from the Caribbean Development Bank after more than 2 decades working in Barbados at the Caribbean Development Bank. He's also a former local government commissioner to the government of Dominica. So what we have done is what he has done. He is one of the main directors of the new company, and he is actually going to be the one managing the new company until the 31st of August, when the first shareholders meeting will be held. And then at this first shareholders meeting, a board of directors will be elected to manage the company into prosperity. With that, the new company will be taking over all the assets of the existing company. We have a very good customer base, which the new company can actually build upon. And also there is an innovative business plan that we had prepared by the Inter-American Development Bank and Compete Caribbean. So this innovative business plan will be used as a roadmap for the new company to go into the future. Why are we going this way? Some people tell me, why are you giving up ownership of the company? I am giving up majority share ownership of the company, but I hope to invest in the new company as an ordinary shareholder. So I will be part of the company, and at the first shareholders meeting, I will be available. If the shareholders think that I should be on the board of directors, then I will gladly accept. But the new company is going to be in completely new hands as far as the board of directors is concerned, and it is also going to be under new leadership in terms of the management that we are putting forward.
Okay, I'll tell you, if you have any questions at this time, I see the phone ringing, so we can take 1 or 2 calls. Several, Mackenzie there, hello, from Nature Island Paper Products, hello.
Yes, Mr. Peltier, how you doing?
Good.
One thing I know about you, if it's one thing I know, you always stop people on the track before they open their mouth to say something about someone. That's one thing you're known for. So you always have a couple steps ahead. And I think someone must have heard and told them a wrong story about Carla.
You know what? I suspect you're on the wrong subject at this time. You'll have to call back later, and I know you're talking about the priest who, of course, wrote a lawyer letter to Q95, alleging that we said some things about him. But you can call back later. Our focus at this time is NIP, Nature Island paper products. But you're hoping that all of this is wrapped up by when, Severin McKenzie?
Well, we have the first milestone will be the 31st of August when we have the first shareholders meeting. But after that, after the first shareholders meeting, basically it is the new board of directors that is going to actually take all decisions related to the public, related to the company, because it is right now in the hands, and it is in fact, Matt, private limited liability company. It's not a public company. So as we speak now, I am speaking as the owner of Nature Island Nature Island Paper Products, which is the old company. But I am not authorized to speak on behalf of the new company because I am not a director of the new company. So what I'm doing is actually letting people know what we are doing, why we are doing it, and what are the prospects. So for example, the business plan that we will be giving over to the new company to move on will be a recommendation that when the new board of directors of the company they can decide to reject it or take the company on a completely new path. But it is the ownership part of it that is important, that where we are giving ordinary Dominicans an opportunity to own the company.
All right, let's take another phone call there. Hello.
Morning to you.
Morning.
And morning to Mr. McKenzie.
Yes.
Mr. McKenzie well, and I know he is one who have made every effort to ensure that the paper company remains here and remains vibrant, with an aim of producing and supplying paper to the local market, local paper to local market, and at the same time to create employment. I want to wish the new process well, and I know Mr. McDonald Thomas very well. I mean, I worked with him when I was a parliamentary secretary. He was the local government commissioner in the same ministry, so we worked together. I know he's a gentleman who, when he put his mind to something, he makes it work. And as Mackenzie said, he spent over 2 decades at the Caribbean Development Bank, and I think he has a very good record there. So I want to wish him well and wish those who are getting involved well. And just to say to Dominicans, now is an opportunity for us to partake in the ownership of that company and to make it a vibrant company. But we need to build industries in Dominica. That's how our economy will stay strong, will grow, and that's how we will create jobs. So we need to get involved and ensure that we build industry, because over the past few years we have seen a lot of industry left us, and one close by is DCP. In fact, I was buying a soap, toilet soap, and I said, boy, can you imagine in a while we'll have no soap produced in Dominica. And that to me is, I grew up knowing that we produce our own soap, and soon we'll have to be getting soap from outside and so forth. So the paper is something that we should all get together and allow it to grow so it could create that opportunity for local paper to be sold in the local market and even export as well, and for it to create jobs to our people. So all the best.
Thank you so much. We'll take one final phone call and we'll sort of wrap it up. We'll continue this very important discussion with Severin McKenzie sometime next week right here on Q95. But Severin, before you go this morning, maybe you have some final comments or reminders. But let's take our final phone call. Hello.
All I want to know, I'm interested, and all I want to know is when they're going to start selling the shares.
You want to know when they're going to start selling? I agree with you totally. All right. So when you've said that you can give that kind of information.
Oh yeah, I can give share. As I said, is I am not a director of the new company, because I tried my best to not to end up in a situation of a conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why the new company is completely independent. The only thing that we'll be using are the facilities that I have at my office. So people can call my office, but they can call me directly, and then I will put them onto the rest of the company. And so, which means if you're interested, you can call 245-1294, which is my mobile phone. 245-1294, and I think I take all calls at every time, since I'm not asleep. So you could call me at 245-1294, and I could give you some more information. But as far as the purchasing of the shares are concerned, It will be the selling will be done by the director, the directors of the company, and Mr. McDonald Commerce will be in charge of your whatever investment you're making. They have a new account set up already. The new company is registered, incorporated under the laws of the Commonwealth of Dominica. There is an application form that they have, which they will email to you so that you could fill up. But if you just want to get some more information, you could just call me at the number that I gave, 245-1294. And as I said, the minimum shares the minimum investment would be 200 shares at $5 a share, which is $1,000. And as I mentioned, Matt, earlier, we are very much encouraged by what we are seeing from Dominicans, from Dominicans in the diaspora, the interest that they are showing. And also, what surprised me was the interest that the Haitian population in Dominica is showing towards the investment. And it sends the message clearly to our local Dominicans. I must say that a number of the local Dominicans have demonstrated their interest, but it is actually showing local Dominicans that you have an opportunity to take control of a lucrative company. We are talking about a local market of about $5 to $6 million of just toilet paper. And then when you add the other paper products, you're talking about a local market of a good $8 to $10 million. And when you look at the export possibilities, then, you could almost say that you are dealing with an endless possibilities for the company. It is a product that everybody uses. And the reason why we decided to go this way in selling over the company to the new company, which is going to be owned by the people, is because over the last 6 years, I realized that I had a daunting task trying to do it on my own. I could not do it on my own. This is not really my main profession. I am an architect by profession. And to really go for it by myself was really, really taking a lot of me. So this is why we took a conscious decision that we have done all the work. The company is there. We have the machinery. We want to expand into new products. And we said, okay, all what we want to do, I really cannot do it on my own. It is best that we open the ownership base. Let more people invest in the company. Take ownership of it as Dominicans so that we can say, yes, this is a true Dominican company. I want to remind Dominicans that DCP did it when they started with quite a number of small Dominicans investing in it. The difference between the DCP model and ours is there were majority shareholders in DCP who, when they were ready, could just kick out the small shareholders. With this new initiative that we are thinking, we are not encouraging any majority shareholder, so that if we have as many poor ordinary people that we have invested in the company, is the better, and they are the ones who are going to determine the future of the product. But this is one for the future, and I could tell you, all the financial indications show that we can have a vibrant toilet paper factory in Dominica with people's participation and people's ownership that can really bring positive returns. And I could tell you, just the projections that we have made, it is a better investment than getting the 2.5% on a fixed deposit.
Thank you so much. Come back next week so we can continue with the discussion, Severin. And I'll let the people know just when you'll be back.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Dominica on Talk on the Block sometime later today.
I am very much concerned of the statements aired on radio talk shows where callers are making statements to incite members of the public to commit acts of lawlessness and violence. Dominica is a country known for its peacefulness and tranquility. There is a procedure outlined in the law for people to embark on lawful protest action. Section 1 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica states, and I quote, "Whereas every person in Dominica is entitled to the fundamental rights and freedoms." That is to say, the right, whatever his race, place of origins, political opinions, color, creed, or sex, but subject to respect for the rights and freedoms of others and for the public interest. The Public Order Act, Chapter 1501 of the Laws of Dominica, 1990, provides for preservation of the public order. The police force is mandated by law to uphold the rule of law and order. The police force will take all necessary actions to prevent lawlessness and to protect life and property and to ensure that members of the public go about their lawful business. The police force will not allow the Commonwealth of Dominica to experience the errors of 1979 and the early 1980s. The police force is mandated to prevent acts of violence and lawlessness, and also to react to acts of violence and lawlessness by investigating whenever these acts happen, and to bring perpetrators to justice irrespective of race, color, creed, or class. The police force will deal with anyone who incites or perpetrates acts of violence and lawlessness. Additionally, the police force has a mandate to protect the state and institutions of the state. Therefore, I am warning that members of the public resolve their grievances in a peaceful, lawful, and quiet way.
All right, we'll talk about that on Talk on the Block. The commissioner made that statement at a news conference, although no questions were allowed, but they called it a news conference last night. So tune in at 1. Talk on the Block for more talk. At 9:30, we'll be joining the NCCU for a live broadcast from 9:30. But in the meantime, in between time, I'll tell you what. One man that I met last week is in search of family members and is hoping that you could help him this morning. I'm hoping that you know somebody that he knows and we can make that connection. In search of a family member or family members this morning. For the next few minutes, that's our focus. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm very well.
You're very well.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Martin Roberts.
Your name is Martin Roberts. Okay. What is your objective? You're in Dominica, I imagine, for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find family members that you've not gotten in touch with?
Yes.
Tell us that story.
Okay. Basically, I'm looking for information in regards to my father and my grandmother.
Your father and your grandmother?
Yeah.
All right. Father and grandmother. What do you know?
The story that I know so far is that my grandmother, her name was Margaret Thomas. I don't know what district or area that she actually lived in, but the story goes that my father was born in Dominica in 1918. He left Dominica and was brought up mainly in Montserrat. The story with my grandmother is that at some point she was married as a Thomas. She then, I believe her husband had been in prison for some reason. And
that's your mother's husband?
My grandmother's husband.
Your grandmother's husband, okay.
And in that, she ended up having another child for someone while her husband was in prison, I believe. Then it was a case where he was coming out of prison and she left Dominica and went to live in Montserrat. She had siblings before. I don't know exactly how many, but my father, he himself was brought up and grown in Montserrat. He was born, as I believe I said, in 1918. What else can I put?
1918.
Yeah. May the 6th, 1918.
May the 6th,
1918.
1918.
I have no idea of
what is the registry telling you?
Well, the registry tells me they have no record of my father. They asking me for the area or the district that he was born in, which I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
All his family, all aunties and that I ever met, have all long gone.
Mm-hmm.
My father has died 39 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So there isn't really many people or anyone that I can
turn to
or make any inquiry.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have a chance to have a conversation with your father?
No. My father died when I was only about 21.
Mm-hmm.
And in those days, you didn't really have much of a conversation with your father other than whatever he wanted to bring up.
All right.
So, and my mother, she's still alive, but she never really had an idea on what area he was born in. She knew he was born in Dominica,
mm-hmm.
not the area. And even now, my mother, she has dementia, so
it's difficult to have a conversation with your mother because she can't recall anything at this time, suffering from dementia. But let's see if we can have a conversation. Somebody might want to ask you a couple of questions. Hello. Hello. Feel free if you think that you can help this gentleman discover his family in Dominica. The numbers are 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello. Somebody there? Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Matty hasn't said his father's name, so what would
your father's name?
James Francis Roberts.
James Francis Roberts.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Is his father's name. He said that he was doing a lot of movements between Dominica and Montserrat.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, he died some 39 years ago. The registry, because of what happened with that fire, find some difficulty in locating the papers there. And if you feel that you have any questions that can, sort of link him to that, feel free to give us a call on 449-3095, 449-3096. Hello, talk to me, especially those of you who may be a little older. Hello.
Matt, good morning.
Morning, yes.
It's a suggestion, Matt, that he look at the churches, the Catholic Church, the Methodist Church. They have better registries that may have survived Hurricane David, whereas the government has had several fires that registries may not.
But part of what the problem is, because he doesn't really know the district, it makes him kind of difficult to know where to go searching.
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, he may have to just hit them all. Good morning.
He may have to. 4493095. Let's have your father's name again. Hello, talk to me.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Can I talk to Matt?
Yes, you're talking to me. Go ahead, sir.
Let me tell you something. I would advise you to check in Grandford.
Check in Grandford?
Yes, because it has a lot of robots in Grandford.
So you can start in Grandford.
Very good. There is a lot.
You have already checked Grandford?
Yes.
He did say that he has already checked Grandford.
I spoke to a gentleman there. He actually was born in 1918, same year as my father.
Right.
He's a few months older, but in that he would not have any information or knowledge because he was born the same year as my father.
Okay.
And separate from that, my father left Dominica at a very young age, I believe.
All right. Let's take another phone call, yes. Hello, 4493095, 4493096, and 4493097. I said 6164257. You can check us out on these numbers. Hello.
Matt,
yes.
Tell him to check in Marigot and Maho.
Marigot
and Maho, because I'm a Roberts too.
You're Roberts as well?
Yes.
Marigot, so you find a lot of Roberts in Marigot
and Maho.
And Maho.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you can check that out there. Check the presbyteries there. 449309596 and 97. If you want to help this gentleman. Hello, talk to me.
Yeah, Matt.
Yes.
This young man, there's a Martin Roberts that owned the Martin Foundation School, the high school before. That man name is Martin Roberts too. So you can contact this man there.
All right. So he the one who owned the Marigot Foundation High School.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, before that. Okay. 4493095. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Matter, I am a Roberts by marriage.
I
know my in-laws moved around the Caribbean a lot. And James Roberts was also my father-in-law, but his middle name is different. I don't know if they are linked.
You know James Roberts?
James Roberts was my father-in-law. He died a couple of years ago.
Jim Roberts from where?
Actually, he mixed up Anguilla, St. Kitts, Dominica. So I know those Roberts, they moved along the Caribbean a lot. They were in Antigua.
Who are the family members in Dominica?
The two brothers who were in Dominica, they died, but they have children here. The LG Roberts is also one of them. So I don't know if his Roberts is linked to that Roberts.
Okay. And they've been in business for some time now as well. 44930959697. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Yes, my brother. I just want to hope the brother, find his father, any information of his father, because it's very important, to find out. And also, we have to take a page from that. And I appreciate he coming through for that. So we have learned from that to make sure we keep our family lineage so we wouldn't get in this situation that is in. But my brother, I hope wish you all the best, and I hope you do find the information that you need about your father. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, talk to me here. I think we missed that call. Again, 449 969-309596. You want to say something?
Yeah. Also would like to say, as much as I'm looking for my family in the name of Roberts, if I am able to get any information about my grandmother, who, as I said, her name originally was Margaret Thomas. I believe that's when she was married, but her maiden name would have been Brown, Margaret Brown.
Brown. All right. So that's number 2. Hello, talk to me. Mm-hmm.
Matt, the guy said his father's name was Nathaniel Roberts.
Your father's name was what you said?
James Francis Roberts.
James Francis.
Oh, I thought I heard a Nathaniel.
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Let him check Marigot. Yes,
Marigot is a good option. Hello.
Yes, Matt, I believe a religion background has a lot to do with that too. He must first let us know whether his father was Methodist or Catholic. And I know in the Catholic church in La Plaine, you could get records up to 1800. And also in the Marigot Church, Methodist Church, you could get some of those information also. So I think he needs to establish whether his father was Catholic or Methodist.
Father was, we were all brought up as Catholics, so I would believe it would be under that heading.
All right, so you might want to check La Plaine.
Yeah.
That may have a lot of those records as well.
My father also, I do recall, even as a youngster, my father coming to Dominica in the 60s. I can recall twice that he actually came. He used to visit a woman who worked at the nunnery, where the nuns, I don't know what she actually did, but I know that she worked there. And her name was Ambrosine
Badwell.
Badwell, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody would know her or through her knew my father, anything of that nature.
That would help. That would definitely help. Our time is somewhat limited, so if there's any information that you can share with this gentleman in terms of trying to help him identify his family background, he would deeply appreciate it. Again, the numbers are 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello, talk to me here.
Morning, Matt.
Yes.
I'm Rosin Valley from Point Michel, you know.
Ambrosine Badwell is from Point Michel.
Yes, they used to call her Tatsin.
They used to call her Tatsin.
Yes, but she was from Point Michel and Rosin Badwell is from Point Michel.
Okay.
But I don't know, sometimes I know her.
The gentleman is saying she used to work with the nuns.
Oh, yes, I'm Rosin Badwell. Is from Point Michel. But sometimes, because you know her that formerly from there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that lady from Point
No, well, he's saying that his father used to visit her, and if there's somebody that might know that, that might help.
Point Michel, she from Point Michel. But she died long time. My Tatsin died long time.
Oh, my Tatsin, okay.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. Hello. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
Good morning, I'm a Robert.
You are Roberts.
I am a Robert. My name is Simpson Roberts. I'm from Colligo.
Uh-huh.
We have Roberts in Colligo, and I don't know, but I know the church there has very good records. So I do not know.
In Colligo?
The Catholic Church has very, very good records. So I do not know who is the gentleman looking for?
He's looking for his father and he's looking for his grandmother. Is that all right? Yes.
And who? What are their names?
Let's have their names again, please.
My grandmother's name was Margaret Thomas. I believe her maiden name before she was married was Brown. My father's name is James Francis Roberts, and he was born May 6, 1918.
And do you know which village he was born?
No, he has no idea. That's what makes it difficult. He doesn't know the district.
Oh, do you know if he had brothers?
Do you know if he had any brothers?
Well, I know he had a few older sisters, and I believe he did have brothers, but they were younger than him, and they died very young. This is...
Yeah. All right. Well, is there a number or numbers they could call when you're done here? Hello, talk to me.
Hi, Matt.
Uh-huh.
Tansin is also related to Glenn and Evelyn and them. I think she was their grand aunt, and also Josephine Peltier, Flaubert's Peltier's wife. I think she's at Kenfield. I think Tansin is her aunt. So
Okay.
go that way. So maybe there is a Pont Michel connection.
Yeah, maybe a Pont Michel connection there. All right. If you want to call the gentleman in terms of, trying to help him here, his number is 245-0797, okay? It's 245-0797. And you're not going to be around for too long, are you?
Yeah, I'm leaving next Monday.
You're leaving next Monday? Well, you still have a week. Or 6 days here. 4493-095-9697. 616-4257, okay? So he used to make a lot of movements between Montserrat, from what I gather.
Well, from Montserrat, he met my mother. They got married. They had 4 children in Montserrat. Then my dad, I believe, left Montserrat and went to England, and my mother came up in 55 with the 4 children, and I was born in 56.
Okay.
And from there, my mother had 4 more children in England.
Pretty interesting story. I'm just hoping that somebody can recognize that name and will be able to help you identify. Hello.
You have a passport of his father.
Do you have any info on your father in terms of passport information?
No. Funny, my oldest brother, he actually had my father's documents, and over the last recently he's moved, and within his packing, I believe he's lost those documents. So that's what's making it even more difficult, because I know my father had an old passport and things of that nature, which may have had information of the district or village that he was born in. But
that would help.
It would, but I mean, he's literally been tearing the house apart.
How about his mother's passport, you said? Your mother's passport?
Well, my mother's passport would only indicate that she's from Montserrat and things of that nature. It wouldn't have anything of my father on it.
Yeah.
My mother is still alive.
She's still alive, but she has problems with her memory.
Dementia.
Yeah. Hello. 449, we're going to take our final phone call. Very interesting exercise this morning. Lost and found, if you will. 4493-095-9697. Let's do this. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. I just get up in my bed. What you are really talking about? The Roberts family?
We're trying to find a member of the Roberts family.
Well, we could check Grand 4 because they have a lot of Roberts out.
Yeah, we've been told we could check Grand 4, but he said he has already searched in Grand 4. All right? Well, I'm hoping this exercise will help. I suspect people will call and try to help you with that information, but we have to sort of wrap it up at this time, and we'll follow up. All right. Thank you.
I am very much
So I'm hoping, that this exercise works and will bear fruit, huh?
Yeah, and I just would like to thank Dominica for being open and responding to me in the way that you have done. And I appreciate it 100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you. standing by to carry you live this broadcast from the NCCU.
It seems that they are going to be making a very big announcement this morning. So all those of you who are listening and are members of the National Cooperative Credit Union, I suggest that you listen in quite intently.
Pleasant good morning to everyone. A special welcome to listeners tuned in via DBS Radio, Q95, Kyrie FM, and more specifically, our over 41,000 members in Dominica and overseas. I recognize the presence of Mr. Dexter Ducre, President NCCU, and the other board members, volunteers, management, and staff. I would like to thank the service provider, Flo, for facilitating the simulcast, as well as the radio stations previously mentioned. Thanks to the other persons representing television stations, print media, freelance journalists, and Mrs. Ducre of COP-F. The purpose of this press conference is twofold. One, to announce the Society's performance for the year January to December 2015. Two, to inform the members of a major payback, and I say a major payback to them for honoring their loan commitments for 2015. On the 26th of June, the Society will hold its 6th annual general meeting at the Cassibus Secondary School at 3 p.m. The members will be informed of the remarkable performance of the credit union under the theme Building Communities, Stabilizing the Credit Union Movement, and Securing Members' Financial Future. We can announce that the society membership grew by 1,341, assets increased by 32.4 million to $471.2 million. Liabilities also grew by 24 million as members increased their savings and deposits. The society's interest and investment income was $31.3 million as compared to $29.9 million in 2014. Other income was $1.19 million. The surplus before appropriation was $6.06 million as compared to $22.6 million in 2014. We are reporting a net surplus of $4.7 million in 2015 compared to $2.1 in 2014. We are constantly reminded of the important role that the credit union must play in the lives of the members, their families, and communities it serves. In recent weeks, we have entered into a strategic alliance with the Central Cooperative Credit Union to install an ATM at its Portsmouth branch, which will provide access to all our members and will permit Central Cooperative Credit Union members to use our ATM network, which will increase to 10 units very shortly. We are pursuing the transfer of assets and liabilities of the Southeastern Cooperative Credit Unions to the NCCU, increasing the number of branches to 7. To our members, we urge you to remain bound to our core beliefs of pooling and sharing resources. Let us remember that we are uniting and supporting our credit union for our collective good. Remember, it was Jose Marti who said, "Those who love, build. Those who hate, destroy." Therefore, we will continue to hold fast to our mission to be the leading financial institution providing services that enhance the quality of life of all, consistent with cooperative principles. I will now invite Mr. Dexter Ducre to announce the decision of NCCU Board that I know our members are awaiting with great anticipation. Let us remain focused on building each other up, building the credit union movement, for that is the major consequence of love, and continue to be a major player in the development of our beloved country, Dominica, the land of our Lord.
You just heard here from Mr. Irish, the General Manager of the National Cooperative
Good morning,
Union.
ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for coming here today. Before I continue, I want to recognize members of the Board of Directors, members of the Credit Committee,